Hey, what's up everyone? Today is Tuesday, which means that's time for another live Q&A all about dropshipping. I just realized I accidentally started the stream under a new one. So this is the correct live stream right here. If you saw another one pop up, it was not correct. I'm trying to go in and actually delete that if possible. But what this hour is for is just a chance for you and I to hang out. You could ask me any questions you have about dropshipping, and I'll do my best to answer those for you. Lots of people, they come onto my channel, they check out some of my videos, and then they have additional questions. They want to fill in some gaps. So that's what this kind of time is for. So if you guys are here, you're in the right stream, just come and ask any questions that you have, and let's see what I can do for you. It is currently October 4th, which means quarter 4 is here. Guys, you need to be prepared for what's about to happen next month with Christmas season, Black Friday. It is a huge, huge opportunity. And if you're not ready for it, if you're not on top of it, you're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table. So that's my kind of PSA for the week. Make sure you guys are listing up products now. You're getting those items in your store so that when Black Friday hits, you're going to hit the ground running and you can take full advantage of all the money that you can make during that time period. And that's even starting right now, because right now we have Halloween just a few weeks away. It's not too late to list Halloween items up for sale, and they will sell right now. And you make a lot of money drop shipping Halloween items. So make sure you're on top of that as well. All right. Learn to Earn says, thank you for dropshipping from Amazon via AutoDS. Oh, thank you. Dropshipping from Amazon via AutoDS. What is the solution for auto orders? Well, if you're dropshipping using AutoDS, AutoDS is a software that we use to help us automate our dropshipping business. They do have a feature in there that will automatically order your Amazon items for you. So that's all you have to do. All you have to do is set that up, and then it will automatically order your items for you. I'm not really sure if there was a more specific question in there. Hey, what's up? Thanks for being here. If there is another live going on, if someone could just jump in there and just tell people to come over here. I don't know if there is. Like I said, I accidentally started one, so I don't know if it's still up. But that'd be helpful if anyone could do that real quick. All right. Lorenzo says, I need you to be ready for my very important question. Make sure to take 3 sips of water. I think one's enough, Lorenzo. Mohammed says, eBay will hold my money for 10 to 11 days. When will they release the money instantly? eBay doesn't release the money instantly anymore. They used to do that if you are a more experienced seller. But now what they do is they will, here's the live stream, the wrong one. Let me just delete this one real quick. Maybe just make it private. There we go. All right, good. Okie dokie. So what happens now is once you upload a tracking number and that tracking number shows delivered, they'll release the money soon after that. They do it faster once you're a more experienced seller, but it's still going to take time for the money to actually be released to you. That's just the way it is. In the meantime, you can use a credit card. Use a credit card to fulfill your orders, process all of them from your supplier. Then once eBay pays you, you can then use that money to pay off the credit card, keep the rest as profit. That's the way it is. So the good news about that is that you're not buying the item from your supplier until you know someone has already bought it from you. Yes, you're not getting the money right away, but that sale is locked in. Okay, you know that that money's there. You're just waiting for it to be released. And since credit cards give you a month to pay off your, until the next statement credit to pay off your credit card, you should be good, because by the time that comes, that money will be released to you minus any fees. you pay off the credit card, and you keep the rest as profit. Lorenzo says, here's my question. I looked everywhere online in AutoDS Fulfillment pricing. I do not understand the tokens. That's how casinos rob you. They give you chips so you don't realize how much you're losing. Okay. All right. So someone else asked about this. So let me kind of break this down for you guys. I'll actually pull this up on my end. And I don't know if I can show my screen, but I will at least make sure I have the right information for you. Because what we're talking about today is order fulfillment. That's automated. So I use a service called AutoDS. This is it right here. It should be linked down in the description. And if you use that service, what it will do is it will reprice your items for you. It will restock your items for you. If you use the full API version, that is, the full integration between the software and eBay. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking. It will do all that automatically, and it will also allow you to do auto order fulfillment. In other words, the software will automatically order the item for you from certain suppliers like Amazon and Walmart. So the question is, how much does it cost for auto fulfillment? There's two costs involved with it. So first, you need to have tokens. I'm not logged into the right AutoDS. I have multiple accounts. You need to have multiple, what am I saying? First, you need to, I have multiple AutoDS accounts. That's what I was thinking of. First thing you need to do is you need to reload your balance. So when AutoDS will fulfill the orders for you, it's not going to use your credit card. Like, it's not going to use your credit card on like Walmart.com. They're going to use their own credit cards. And that's just the way it has to be, because they are doing it with their own Walmart accounts, their own Amazon accounts. And that is done on purpose so that they can make sure that there's no bans from like Amazon. So you need to put money into your AutoDS wallet. When you put the money into your wallet, there'll be a balance there. And then that balance is what is used to pay off to pay for the goods. So if you have $50 in your AutoDS wallet, then if the item that is being drop shipped costs $49 from Walmart, then they'll use $49 and there'll be $1 left in your balance. Now, uploading your balance is not free, unfortunately, because there are credit card processing fees for AutoDS. So they do charge about a 5% processing fee to upload your balance. Okay. On top of that, you also need to buy tokens. The tokens, let me go in here and see how much they currently are. Come over here to orders. Yeah, I can't show this stuff because... So they're called credits, actually. And the credits, so for instance, 250 credits, which means like 250 orders, cost you $79. So if you take 250, no, it takes 79 divided by 250. That's like 32 cents per order. So they're basically charging you 32 cents per order, and then the 5% credit card processing fee. Let me sure that's correct. The 5%, I believe that is. It's 5% unless you reload your balance with Payoneer, and then it's only 3%. So yeah, those are the two things you need. You need those credits, and you need a balance. And once you have that and you set up all your settings, then AutoDS can auto-fulfill those orders for you. And I'll probably be making a video kind of going over how that works, because I've been getting a lot of questions about that recently. Yeah, you can do this to kind of prime your account a bit, sell something from home. Doesn't hurt. Yeah, it's not drop shipping, but it's just getting like kind of your account ready for drop shipping. Tyler wants to know if the location/zip code on eBay listings really matters, or what would you recommend putting as the item location? It doesn't matter. This is something that we played around with a lot in the past because we thought it did matter. The truth is that eBay has to understand that many businesses out there have multiple warehouses throughout the United States. So let's say you're ordering something from like Walmart, for instance, walmart.com. If you live in California and you order this product, it's going to ship from a warehouse in California. If you order that same product and you live in New York, it's going to ship from a warehouse near New York, right? That is helping ensure that the customer gets the item faster. Lots and lots of suppliers do that, including people that sell on eBay. And of course, we do that as dropshippers on eBay. eBay knows this. It says it somewhere on the website. They understand that people will ship from multiple addresses, yet they still require you to put a zip code in anyway. That's a bit antiquated because that is a relic of when eBay was just used for individual sellers, kind of like reselling their old stuff. The eBay wanted to know, where are you located that you're going to be shipping this from? Obviously, that's just not really applicable these days. When we're able to ship, no matter where we live, we're still going to get the customer their item in 2 to 3 days because that's how fast our suppliers are. So it really doesn't matter, but they just require it anyway. So yeah, Lorenzo, hopefully that maybe started to make it clear. Maybe the confusion was, I think I've called them tokens in the past, but they're actually called auto order credits. So maybe that was where the confusion was. But either way, I'll be making a video about it in the future, if that helps. Let me just change some stuff here. Okay. I never pay attention to clicks. So Monkey wants to know, on Facebook Marketplace, how many views or clicks do you get before someone actually buys? I get asked so much about views and clicks and things like that. I don't pay attention to it. Honestly, I don't care. All I care about is the item selling. And whether it's selling after it gets 1 view or after 100 views, it really doesn't matter to me as long as it is selling, okay? Obviously, if it's getting very few views but lots of sales, then that's a good sign. That means that the right people are finding it. But ultimately, I just care about, is this getting the result that I want, which is sales? Okay, so if your item isn't selling and it doesn't sell after like a month or 2, that's not a good sign. That's a sign that you need to change up what you're doing and find some better items, do some better product research, or build some better titles. Do I have experience with people selling from Germany in the USA? Selling in the United States, like on eBay.com, Facebook.com, Facebook Marketplace, I should say, from outside the United States is going to be hard for everyone. It's a lot easier to do it if you live here in the United States. And that's just because that is how they were set up to be used. They want US-based sellers. They want you to have a US bank account. They want you to have a social security number in some instances, like with Facebook Marketplace. They want you to be here. So selling from outside the United States is not impossible. Plenty of people do it, but it's just going to be more difficult. Jamika wants to know if there's still opportunities to join my class. So I have 2 courses, Jamika. The first one is my eBay dropshipping course. That one is always open for enrollment. You'll find it linked up in the description, or just go to dropshippingtitans.com and you can join my eBay course any day that you want. The Facebook Marketplace dropshipping course, on the other hand, is something that I open for enrollment for short periods of time and then close for enrollment. Right now, it is closed for enrollment and will be for the rest of the year, unless some spots open up, but I don't think that's very likely. So you can get on the wait list. There's a wait list linked below, which is also a PDF. So you can get the PDF and then which is about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, and then you'll be on the wait list as well for the course. But that won't be open until next year, probably middle of the year. Santuza says, hello, how do you find products on Walmart without the shipping label and invoices? So what he's concerned about here is that the customer is going to get the item in a box that says Walmart on it, and that has an invoice inside that says how much we paid for the item on Walmart. Obviously, if that happens, the fear is that the customer is going to be very upset that you paid less for the item than they paid, right? The truth is that one, Walmart does not include the price in the box, so you don't have to worry about that. And two, even though it says Walmart on the side of the box, customers don't care that the item is coming from Walmart. Of all the items that we've drop shipped, which is something like over 100,000 items, individual items, we've had so very few customers complain about this. And when they do, we just have a script we send them, and usually they don't even respond to that, and they don't leave negative feedback, and like that's it. And the very, very, very few percentage of even that small percentage that complain even further, we could just give them a refund or a partial refund, avoid the negative feedback, and then that's it. It's not a big deal for just such a few number of sales. Customers, they just don't care. They just rip open the box. They're happy to see the item. That's it. How do you manage returns? Returns are not a big deal when it comes to drop shipping most of the time. So if you're drop shipping on eBay, then, well, first, if you're drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace, technically returns aren't allowed. We still give them anyway in many situations. It's the right thing to do. If the item arrives damaged, if it's a wrong item, something like that, we'll accept the return anyway. Very simple. If we bought the item from Walmart or whatever supplier, but let's use Walmart as an example, I'll just go over to Walmart and say, hey, Walmart, I want to return this item. They'll send me a prepaid return label. I'll then take that return label and send it to the customer on Facebook. They'll ship it back to Walmart. Walmart refunds me. I refund the customer. Easy. Same thing on eBay. If they message me and say, hey, I want to return this, then we give them the return label. They ship it back to Walmart. Walmart refunds me. I refund them. Easy. Even if the customer opens up a return case on eBay, it's the same thing most of the time. Sometimes some returns slip through the cracks. And yes, I do get some returns back here at my house, in which case I just ship it back to Walmart using the return label, and that's it. But usually we try to avoid that from happening just to kind of keep it more streamlined. Mujir says, I accidentally uploaded an Amazon tracking number into eBay. What can I do now? Is eBay going to ban my account? So let's unpack that. So when you are drop shipping from Amazon, which there's many reasons you shouldn't do that, but one of the problems with drop shipping from Amazon is that many times, actually most of the time now, Amazon will ship their items with their own logistics company, their own carrier. So all those blue vans you see driving around, those are Amazon delivery vans, obviously. So it's not like UPS, it's not FedEx, it's Amazon's own carrier. So the tracking number that you're going to get is an Amazon tracking number, and it's not one that's really accepted by eBay. It's not going to be counted as a valid tracking number. So you shouldn't upload those directly into eBay. If it does happen, you're not going to get banned for doing that. They don't care about that. It's just not a valid tracking number for them. I don't know why they accept it when it doesn't really count. So in that case, that's one of the reasons you shouldn't use them. Another is that Amazon doesn't like that you drop ship from them. And if you drop ship too many items from Amazon, they will shut down your Amazon account. The only way around that is if you create multiple Amazon accounts and spread your orders every day among those accounts and do it the right way so that none of those accounts are linked. It's hard to do. And there are some services that will do that for you. They will place the Amazon orders for you. But you have to find one of those services. AutoDS does it with their auto ordering. So that might be a solution for you. Raja says, how do you dropship on Facebook? How to market the product? Is it through pages or shops? Please guide in little detail. That's a big question, okay? I mean, that is a lot of what I talk about on this channel. So I really suggest that you check out one of my other videos where I specifically go over Facebook Marketplace dropshipping and how it's done. I'm not going to give like a tutorial right now because I'm not prepared for that. But I have videos where I literally show you like over my shoulder, screen recording, how to do it. So I would definitely check out one of those videos. I mean, the basic overview is pretty simple. What we're doing is we're finding items on like Walmart, HomeDepot.com, and we're listing them up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot more that goes into the product research, but for now, that's like the simplified version. Once the items are listed, once someone buys it from us, they will pay directly on Facebook. There's a button that says buy now. They enter in their credit card info. They'll get charged by Facebook and we'll get notified about it. Then we can buy the item on Walmart. We'll put in our credit card information, but for the shipping address, put in the buyer's shipping address from Facebook Marketplace. That way, like Walmart will ship it directly to the customer. They'll charge us. Then Facebook will refund us, will pay us. We'll pay off the credit card and keep the rest as profit. So in a nutshell, that's how it works. Obviously, a lot more that goes into it though. All right. What do you do if your supplier doesn't offer shipping to your buyer's address after the buyer already bought the listing? That's tough. It does happen. Usually this happens if the customer lives in California. California has something called Prop 65. I don't know a ton about it. Let's do a little research together. I believe it has something to do with like preventing cancer. What do I do here? Like preventing stuff that has cancer, like that is like cancerous or something, or chemicals. Let's share the screen here. Prop 65, also known as Safe Drinking Water and Toxic Enforcement Act of '86, protects the state's drinking water, requires the state to maintain and update a list of chemicals known to cause cancer or reproductive toxicity. The Prop 65 list here, whole bunch of different chemicals. So what ends up happening here is that if any of your products contain any of these chemicals, then they cannot be shipped into California. Unfortunately, I don't know much about this, but it seems to me like there's a good chance that the Prop 65 list is a bit overexpansive, maybe a little bit too broad would be my guess, because there's lots of items like that you just can't ship to California. So what happens, and you won't know that right away. So what happens is someone will buy the item from you in California, you go to buy it, and your supplier says, hey, we can't ship this to California. Bad situation to be in. So what you can try doing is finding it from another supplier. Some suppliers will ship it to California anyway. If that doesn't happen, then you can contact the buyer, let them know, and then ask them if they want a similar item or if they can cancel it because of that situation. Some suppliers will tell you that, hey, we don't ship this to California. So when that happens, you want to exclude those shipping locations for those items. Hey, Paul, thank you. First of all, no problem. Will I get banned if I drop ship on eBay from Home Depot? Nope, I do it all the time. Another one, how long do I have to wait for money to get to my Payoneer? Sort of went over that. How long from Payoneer to me? So if you guys don't know what Payoneer is, it's kind of like a bank account. It's kind of like PayPal. If you're selling in the United States, you don't have to worry about it. If you're selling in the United States, eBay is going to have you link a bank account to your eBay account. And that's so that when you're ready to get paid, eBay will just transfer that money directly to your bank account. If you live outside the United States, what eBay wants instead is, what a lot of international sellers do is instead of linking a bank account, they link a Payoneer account. It's not something I really have much experience with. I've haven't really ever used Payoneer. I've looked at it, but I've never really used it because I don't have to. So I don't have much experience with it. But I do know eBay, when they pay out, it just takes a couple of days for it to reach the bank account. But that depends on your bank processing time. So I imagine it's the same with Payoneer. Sanjana says, is your Amazon course available? Is Amazon dropshipping still worth it? My Amazon course is no longer available to enroll in. Past students still have access to it, but I stopped taking on new students over a year ago now. The reason for that was multifold, many reasons for that. But the biggest reason for me was because I was getting burnt out. I was doing eBay, Facebook Marketplace, YouTube, a second YouTube channel, helping out students in both of those courses, and Amazon, and helping out students in that course as well. Instagram, TikTok. I was doing a lot, which I was managing. I had VAs helping me with a lot of it. It just got to be too much. And the biggest headache for me at that time was Amazon. Amazon dropshipping was a really incredible opportunity for a long time. And I believe it still is. That is my opinion of it. But it's gotten harder, specifically because Amazon increasingly doesn't like FBM sellers, fulfilled by merchant sellers, which is what we are as dropshippers. They want you to send your items into their FBA program. That's what they prefer. And it's just hard in general to be an FBM seller because you have to keep up with metrics. There's all these sort of rules, and it's very easy to like fall behind on your metrics. So it required a lot to stay on top of it. So I dropped that middle or so of last year. And when that happened, I closed down the course as well, because even though it still worked, I had students coming in and doing well with it. I knew I wouldn't be able to update it because I stopped doing Amazon dropshipping. So yes, it still works, but I don't teach how to do it. I don't do it anymore. Okay. What is up, Sven? Yeah, so you just have to put in one location. Like I was saying before about the item location, this is exactly what you said. Suppliers ship from multiple locations, so you could just put in any location in there. We went over returns. Raider 1911 says, I have a couple of fresh eBay accounts and I have AutoDS. I have auto order set up. I imported some items from AutoDS's Finder tool. How do you recommend setting up price/profit? AutoDS gave me $200 plus items. A couple of things there. So the Finder is basically finding him items to dropship. As a new seller, I would avoid items that are that expensive. I would stick to cheaper items. Your goal in beginning of a new store is to get it going, to get your selling limit increased. And the fastest way to do that is to sell items, and the fastest way to sell items is cheap items. So $200, I think, is way too much. Keep it under 50, even under 40 to start. And find those items yourself. I think in the beginning, you should be doing manual product research, or you can use Zeek Analytics for product research. That's like, you can use it semi-manual. Either way, there has to be that manual check of you going in and looking for those items in the beginning to really understand what makes an item a good one to dropship. Craigslist dropshipping. Never heard of that one. Imran says, why is Facebook Shops and Marketplace so slow right now? I feel like the time invested isn't worth it anymore. When do you expect things to pick up? Well, I don't believe that Facebook Marketplace is slow right now. Many people are reporting their Facebook Marketplace accounts are doing really well. Shops for a lot of people has slowed down, but again, that's okay because Marketplace has kind of picked up again. So I don't think that's across the board for everyone. What usually happens is if your sales are slow, you really have to kind of go in and make sure you're doing product research right. Make sure you're finding the right items and you're pricing your items right and doing the right titles in there. All of that stuff matters, and that's the kind of stuff that I would look at. In general, though, yes, things will be picking up or are starting to pick up in general because this is technically quarter 4. October is part of quarter 4. Things are starting to pick up now. And then certainly by the end of November, they're going to just be kind of through the roof. They're going to go it's going to be really, really huge increase in sales by the end of November. But it will be kind of slow and steady increase until then. TV Box says, can you use your own money instead of using a credit card and paying it off and still profit? Yeah, you don't need to use a credit card to fulfill your orders. You could use a debit card to fulfill your orders, which is basically the same as cash. There's nothing wrong with that, except, credit cards give you points and there's protections in there as well. If the item doesn't get shipped out by the supplier, it gets damaged in transit, you can always dispute it with your credit card company, which is a big benefit. But if you don't have one, you could always just use your bank debit card. Assertive Glint says, I started eBay dropshipping, sold my first item today. I'm using Amazon as a supplier. So just wondering what type of delivery should I use for the items I'm selling? Okay. So you shouldn't be using Amazon as a supplier unless you have auto ordering set up, unless you're using a fulfillment service. Don't use Amazon as a supplier because, again, your Amazon account's going to get shut down and your tracking number is probably not going to be one that you can upload into eBay successfully. So, yeah. As for what'd you say? What type of delivery should I use for the items? Just whatever's cheapest. You'll probably have a free delivery option. Just go with that one. Amazon's fast. They'll deliver it quick no matter what. Yeah. Tyler says, are you bullish on Facebook Marketplace for Q4? Sales and views have been down for the past several months. Yeah, of course. I mean, if things are down now, you're only going to see them go up during quarter 4. Quarter 4 it's just insane. If you haven't sold through a Q4 yet, you'll understand what I mean in January. Whether you're selling on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Shops, you're going to see such an increase in sales during these next few months. So be ready for it. I mean, it's such a huge opportunity. And don't miss that opportunity. I mean, put items into your store because they're going to sell. Good luck. We're here for you. How do Walmart to qualify you as an affiliate or dropshipper? I'm not quite understand your question. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This happens all the time with eBay. It doesn't matter that the shipping location is different from the item location. Cyberplayer says, have you ever dropshipped from Target before? If so, would you recommend it? I have. I don't list items from Target. Target doesn't like resellers. So there are some suppliers that don't want you drop shipping from them. If they see that you're placing too many orders to different addresses, they'll shut down your account, they'll ban your IP address, ban your credit cards. So it's hard to drop ship from them. Target's one of them. Amazon is now one of them as well. So that's why I don't really recommend Target. Is AliExpress standard shipping, the CAINIO, accepted on eBay as a carrier? I don't know. I don't drop ship from AliExpress. It takes too long for the customers to get the items. You don't really have great quality control over it. The item's usually cheaply made. I'm not a fan of it, so I don't do it. I like drop shipping from suppliers based here in the United States. high quality items, great suppliers, fast shipping, gets to the customer quickly. Like that's much what I prefer. What products are the best for Facebook dropshipping, in my opinion? So it doesn't matter what my opinion is. What matters is what the market is telling you. You should be going on, doing research, product research, and figuring out what it is that people are buying right now. You can get this data. You can get it actually from eBay and from Amazon, and it will tell you what items are popular and selling right now. If items are selling well on eBay or on Amazon, there's a really good chance they are also going to do well on Facebook Marketplace. So you can go in there, see what items are popular right now, and sell those same items on Facebook Marketplace. That's what matters. You could also just be smart, look ahead, see Halloween's coming, so you're going to list up some Halloween stuff. Christmas is coming, you're going to list up some Christmas decorations. That's the kind of stuff. Now, in general, though, what I find that I really like on Facebook Marketplace is furniture and home goods tend to be my most popular categories of items. All right. I haven't used TrackerBot in a long time, so I don't know. How do you get the shipping option on Facebook? So when you're drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace, when people go to buy the item from you, there's going to be a blue button there that says buy now. They click that, enter in their credit card info, and the money goes to Facebook, and then Facebook will pay the seller, who's you. Now, that blue button that says buy now, if you have that button, that means you have the shipping option. That means Facebook is allowing you to ship the item to your customer instead of delivering it to them in person. If you don't have the shipping option, you can still drop ship. You just have to have the buyer contact you and then arrange for a payment another way, like through PayPal. It's not ideal at all. So you really want that shipping option. That shipping option isn't available to everyone. It's available to sellers in certain countries, primarily, I think at this point, just the United States. And you need to have a Facebook account that has been around for a while, not a brand new Facebook account. There are some exceptions to that. I had a student who made a brand new Facebook account, and that account had the shipping option on it right away. But most people, that's not the case. I don't know what happened with that. I thought that was pretty strange, but usually it has to be an older Facebook account. How are you sending them a return label? So when you have the return process, which I went over before, you just message them the return label. Send them a message with it attached. So are you saying it is possible selling from Germany to USA with suppliers in the US? Yes, it is possible. There are sellers doing it. I have students that are doing it, but I don't have a ton of information on it, to be honest. I can only really speak from my experience, which is as a US seller based here in the United States, I don't know how to do it from outside the United States. Some students have joined and figured it out and then took what I teach in the course and kind of applied it. But that step there is not something I'm terribly familiar with. Okay. Aman says, hi, I would like to start drop shipping products from AliExpress and Alibaba and sell them on Facebook, eBay, Amazon, and marketplaces like that. What would be the best way to go about it? Best way is not to do it, to be honest. I don't like it. I don't like drop shipping from China. The items take way too long to get to their customers. Have you ever ordered something for yourself from AliExpress? Try it. Okay, I order stuff from AliExpress occasionally, but I only do it in situations where it's something that I want that I don't need right away. And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't really need this, but if it's only $10, I'll buy it. And a lot of times you can find, these things for like $10 on AliExpress, but you go on Amazon, the same thing's like $30. So I'm like, I'll wait and just pay $10 for it. But I know I'm going to be waiting a month or more for that item. And that's usually how long it takes. It takes a month. You get these tracking numbers that you can't really track. You're not really sure where the item is. And all of a sudden it's there, like without any warning. So it's not a great customer service experience, right? The customers, they want faster shipping. They want to know where their items are. They're going to be sending you messages. And the quality of a lot of these items is pretty cheap. It's not great quality either. So, and the returns are a hassle. They're a huge, huge hassle. So I would really recommend against it. Wajir says, I'm using AutoDS. Will AutoDS do Blue Care Express tracking? Yes. Will it do it for older orders? No. It's only for new orders. And only ones that they do auto orders for. Best dropshipping website for Facebook, like automatic listing and stuff. I think you're talking about like AutoDS. I think that's like what you're looking for there. Sweet. I lost my spot. Can you dropship items on Facebook from Facebook Marketplace? I guess you could. It's a bad idea because you don't know who you're buying from on Facebook Marketplace. You don't know who the other seller is. That other seller might be a dropshipper who's not using software or using it correctly or not using good software. So they might not even have the item in stock. And the supplier they're using might not have it in stock. So you just create like this chain of dropshippers. Generally not a good idea to dropship from Facebook to Facebook, but I guess you could. Just don't think it's a good idea. Can I still pick my tracking number for eBay if the product was already delivered yesterday? You can still upload it if that's what you mean. Doesn't matter if it's been delivered already, but you should try to upload it as soon as you get it. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So I don't know why I was thinking about that, about California for some reason. But yes, of course, if back to the question about why some suppliers won't ship to certain addresses. Yeah, the big ones are like Hawaii, Alaska, and Puerto Rico are the places most suppliers don't ship to. When that happens, I mean, you shouldn't sell it to customers there. Like in my eBay course, there's many things I tell my students, make sure to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, so you don't run into a problem later. And one of those things is exclude those areas. We don't ship to Hawaii, Alaska, and Puerto Rico. So we always exclude that from our shipping. Don't understand that. Home Depot. I don't understand this. What's your second favorite site to resell other than Amazon? I don't understand that. I don't sell on or really from Amazon. So. Oh, but does Arbitrage work? You can use them by having Arbitrage do the fulfillment from Amazon. Yeah, I believe I've never used Arbitrage, but I've heard good things about it. I know Dropship King, his YouTube channel, and he's a trustworthy guy. He's actually doing it, drop shipping, doing it well. So if it's working for him, I imagine it would be working. I don't understand. Oh, okay. I understand this question. So Bork says, when someone buys on eBay, how do I go around the eBay shipping and use the Walmart shipping to ship it to the buyer's house? Yeah, so when you sell something on eBay, you have the option of printing out a shipping label from eBay. that is something that eBay will charge you for, that shipping label, and then you would put that on the box and ship it to the customer. We're not going to do that. Just don't print out and use that shipping number label. If you don't use that shipping label, you're not going to get charged for it. Instead, you're just going to upload your own tracking number that you get from Walmart. Like, that's all you have to do. Just don't use the shipping label. Okay. Yeah, there's some strategies around shipping prices that you could definitely do to use more profit. Again, don't use Amazon Prime if you don't know what you're doing. So to drop ship from, of these three, AliExpress, Walmart, and Amazon, Walmart. All the reasons I stated before. Walmart's a great for beginners. Great supplier for beginners. Zenzi, you keep asking the same question, you're going to get banned. You only have to ask it once, man. You got this. You got this. Stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home. All right. I'll check it out. I'll check them out. Arbitrage. Let me pull it up right now and take a look. So what he means is that you can use this to fulfill your orders. The reliable auto shipping tool for eBay arbitrage sellers. Automatic orders and free tracking number upload from Amazon to eBay. Oh, let me share the screen. Works with any price monitor. I'll have to reach out to these guys and ask for more info. Automatic order processing, automatic tracking upload, sales and error intelligence, free BCE. That's what we're looking for, right? 10 free orders. Okay. How much did I say the AutoDS ones were? 32 cents per order. Yeah, so it does appear they're cheaper. Still got a lot of questions about it. Let's take a look here. Probably some sort of API connection. Manage accounts, so you don't need your own Amazon account. Multiple eBay accounts, multiple Amazon accounts of your own. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious what their wallet system's like, because that can make a big, big difference. You want to use, for any of these services, you want to use their Amazon accounts if they got them. Not necessarily their Walmart account, but yeah, definitely their Amazon accounts. I guess this is just for Amazon by the looks of it. But the question is, how much does it cost to like upload your balance? That's kind of the question I got. So yeah, I'll dig into that and let you know what I think at some point. All right. No, man, you're making perfect sense. It's making perfect sense. Yeah, well, to your credit, it did sound a little bit like gibberish, but it made perfect sense to me. Well, not this one. One of them was like, which one was it? No, none of them were gibberish. Well, I guess saying but do arbitrage work. I guess that part was a little bit gibberish, but it made perfect sense. UK. Oh, dropship in the UK. I don't have much experience with that. If I have multiple eBay accounts and they're all connected to the same Payoneer account, if I have a problem with one eBay account, will this affect the other eBay accounts? Or with one eBay account, will it affect the other eBay accounts? Probably. Again, I don't have experience with Payoneer, but it's likely. Don't worry about it, though. I mean, the chances of you getting banned is just so low. Yeah, $200 plus is too much. No, he didn't. I think I got it. I think I answered it. So let me see. Let me see if you sent another message. You there, Paul. If you mean I need some water, then yes. Making my face turn red. Not get banned sites like eBay, Mercari, and Facebook. Just go slow with any of these marketplaces. You never want to scale up too quickly. But that obviously, make sure you keep up with your metrics, uploading tracking numbers, responding to customers, any cases or returns that are opened. Make sure you're responding to those. Really, the likelihood of getting banned is low. You have to really mess up to get a ban like that, and it's hard to do that. You just do the right thing. Keep up with your metrics. Don't scale too quickly, and you'll be fine. If you're using a friend's Facebook account to dropship, my opinion is that it should all be in their name. So that's because it's their account. So it should all be their name. Also, when do you think is a good idea to pay off a credit card monthly while dropshipping? You should always pay off your credit card at the end of the month. You should never carry a balance, because that's when you accrue interest, or they're going to charge you interest. And it's a high interest, like 15% a lot of times, somewhere around there. It's a lot. You don't want interest. You don't have to pay interest on credit cards. I pay my credit card off literally every 3 days. I pay off my credit card. Pet supplies on eBay. Yeah, great. They're great. I never said Amazon. Oh, yes. No. Yeah, don't use Amazon as a supplier. We use Walmart is one of our big suppliers, Home Depot, wholesale suppliers. For most people, Amazon is not a good supplier to use, because they're going to shut you down. Amazon will not let you drop ship from them. Walmart's one you should be looking at. I have videos, plenty of videos showing you guys products that you can drop ship. I just released one the 2 days ago, showing you products you can drop ship for October. So I would take a look at that. Please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, we're closing in, so it's pretty exciting. Sometime next year, looks like. Zenzi, sorry, man. Zenzi, you've asked your question too many times, man. If I see one more, you don't have to ask your question. Sorry. Gotta ban you. My pleasure. Yeah, so I start at the top of the questions, like the first question, and I work my way through. So if you ask a question and I don't answer, it's because I haven't gotten to it yet. And Zenzi just kept asking the same question, like spamming the chat, which we don't like over here. So where did I leave off? Of course, as soon as I say that, now I lose my spot. Lorenzo's making me blush again. Okay. I noticed you're not in the van. I thought you sold your house. We bought a house last year. We live in a house now. But we still have the van. We just don't live in the van. We traveled and lived in a van for 2 years full time while drop shipping from the road, but finally decided it was time to settle down. So got a house. Sweet. You guys have not checked out my reels. You should check them out. Some of them are funny. I think they're funny. They're basically, if you guys, the reels on YouTube, quick 1 minute. Some of them have a lot of knowledge, a lot of good knowledge for you guys, and some of them are pretty funny. Cool. All right, so I think we're going to end it there for this week. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out, asking such great questions. We do these every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, so If you didn't get your question asked this week, make sure to join us for the next live Q&A next week, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on it. And plenty of awesome videos here on YouTube, so make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.